go on the road. Wait, I need to get a drink. Twink, 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 twink. Gotcha. Justin, gotcha. We're gonna check the volume, and then once I get that situated, we'll get started. We are golden, Day-Days. Hello, everyone. Bubba Ninja 720 here, bringing you part 172 of my playthrough for Final Fantasy XIV. So as I was looking around, I just happened to notice that I've got an unlock here. I've never done this on my main, so let's go ahead and do this. That's so Andon. This will unlock another person to do weeklies. Bah, 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 bah. Bah. I'm like, huh? Ah, left a letter. Having emphatically imparted its message, the sheep dashes off. You can only hope that this letter contains some manner of sheep to Vrentric dictionary. The script is comprised of several distinct hands, and a sweet, flowery fragrance lifts from the page. Your thoughts wander naturally to the pixies of Ilmeg. Greetings, sapling of the king. If you are reading this, it means our precious Fluffy has proven itself most admirably as a messenger sheep. We write you with some fascinating news. A talking leaf man has appeared in Ilmeg. You remember our leaf men, don't you? Those dreary mortals we furbished into darling shrubbery? Well, they're not usually much for conversation on account of being topiary bushes, but this one simply jabbers on. It's a Jabberwocky. Such an accomplished leaf man must pique your interest, yes? Come and find us in Little Loran, and we shall introduce you. Huh? Okay. I'm about to sneeze. Great. Why does it always have to happen when I get ready? Sorry about that. If that happened to get caught in the recording. I tried turning my mic off in time. Whew. So, we're going to knock out this. I'm going to do the crafting for it. And then we're going to continue with the story. Try to get caught up. Excuse me, sir. Might I have a word? If you can understand me, that is. You can? Oh, what a relief. Please help me. My mind is in a terrible haze at present, and these flittering, chittering children have done nothing but cackle and poke at me. You came. I knew you would. The king's sapling would never pass up a wonder this delightful. I am Aotir, and this is Lor'ul and Ensos. We wrote you that letter together. Sapling? Wait, are you a plant? I thought you were a person come to help me. Oh, please tell me you aren't some tree who simply looks like a person. Don't worry, I'm a sapling to some, but definitely a person. I'm Fael's stalwart sapling. So you're not a person after all? How? What? Oh, I feel faint. Tee-hee-hee. Why, you sound so distraught, as though you aren't the greenest and leafiest one here. What marvelous fun this is. In exchange for making me laugh, I'll share with you both a little secret. This chatty little bushling sprouted from none other than Andon, one of the leafmen inside these stables. Andon. So my name is Andon, is it? My memories are so muddled I can't tell if it feels familiar or not. Oh ho. Why don't we muddle Andon back into his original form then? That sounds like wonderful fun. Oh, how lovely. Let's change him back. No, absolutely not. Oh, Jesus. Everyone knows that trying to change a Leafman back only ends in a mucky mud man. And it won't be another attempt gone wrong. I won't allow it. You mean to say that my choice is between remaining a bush or becoming mud? That I shall never again assume personage? Oh, say it isn't so, please. Faol, I need you. Help me, Faol. You're this talking bush's only hope. King of the Fae, hear my cry. Faol, I need you. Yes, yes, that's it, my precious sapling. You should have called upon me immediately, of course. But how could I be anything but delighted that you remembered me all on your own? Whatever you desire, your beautiful branch is at your service. Your Majesty. 'Tis true, none have yet returned a Leafman to its original form, but let such improbabilities become mere trifles if such is my sapling's wish. In fact, it can be accomplished by none other. You and your friends possess the ability to heal those tainted by light's corruption, do you not? Were that knowledge to be coupled with my strength as king, this Leafman may yet return to his erstwhile self. However, such deeply transformative magics are a far cry from simple pixie glamours. If you cannot hold the clearest image of your true form within your mind's eye, your fate as a mudman is all but sealed. You know what must be done, my darling sapling. Call for me again once your preparations are complete. I did it correctly this time, without any prompting. Well, I take great comfort in knowing that I am not condemned to an eternity of muck or twigs, but recalling my true form feels like a daunting task indeed. Speaking of true forms, what was the consensus on yours then, person, tree? Honestly, I'm more confused than ever after that last conversation. I'm a person. Oh, a nickname. That makes far more sense. You do look quite like a person, and you say your name is Hero. Pleasure to meet you. Now, Hero, I don't mean to impose, but seeing as I am shackled here by roots and surrounded by plant-harassing mischief makers, you may be my only living ally in this world. Please, please, help me remember who I truly am. Sure. They'll get me some extra XP and stuff as well. Oh, thank you. I'll do my utmost to remember promptly. Of course, simply trying to remember something you so utterly can't seems like a rather fruitless endeavor. There must be some reliable way of stirring up latent memories. If I had hands, I'd give myself a smart rap on the head to get the blood flowing, or sap flowing, as it were. But you have hands, Hero. Would you be so kind as to give me a good solid smack in what might be my cranial region, just to get the leafy matter engaged? Sure. Oh, wait, I just got a better look at your biceps, so perhaps not. Andon, you mustn't beat upon the bush. I know I got a little carried away tugging at your leaves and all, but I'm ready to help now, and I know you better than anyone. I've even seen your true form before, but simply telling you what I know isn't going to help you truly remember who you were, and you must truly, truly remember your true form if you are truly to return safely. How many times are we going to say truly? True. Yeah. I must say. That is surprisingly thoughtful for someone who has tee-heeing at my distress not moments ago. But if you can't tell me anything, how do you intend to help? Well, I never said I couldn't tell you anything. Just nothing too important to be told. I'll give you little hints and pieces instead, like this. Do you remember being a shepherd, Andon? You so loved your fluffy white sheep. You loved them so much, in fact, that even those scary sin-eaters couldn't drive you away from your flock. You stayed and cared for them until the very end. Really? I confess I don't remember anything of the sort. But if you speak the truth, perhaps seeing tools or materials a shepherd might use would induce further recollection. Not much of a lead, but it's all we have at the moment, hero. Would you be kind enough to procure me some items fit for a shepherd? Sure, I'll craft them right up for you. Well, help too. Laurel and Ainsos love playing shop, so be sure to check their wares for both handy and dandy bits, bobs, and supplies. Lately, Laurel has been fascinated with what you mortals call scripts, but sweet Ainsos will be happy to take your shiny coin just the same. Oh, what fun we shall have. I can hardly wait to get started. Yay! Boo! Custom deliveries for Endon unlocked. Yay! Satisfaction guaranteed, Andon. Alright, let's see what we gotta do. Sheep equipment. I need 1 equipment materials. So we'll do 3 of those. Pixie peddler. I like that. Moderately pretty things. Robert. Yay. So close to 100 on my culinarian. So close. I gotta figure out how much that's gonna give me though. Timers. Ooh, it gives me 2 million. One would put me enough. Not to level me, but to... Assuming I was a shepherd, seeing items used for tending sheep may help me remember something crucial. At least I hope it will. The items sought by Andon fall into 3 categories. Crafted items obtainable by disciples of the hand, gathered items obtainable by disciples of the land, and fish. Furthermore, Andon deals only in collectibles. In order to deliver an item, you must be its corresponding class and level 80 or above. If you are level 99 or below, you will be awarded experience points instead of the level 100 scripts reward. Information on how to find individual items may be found in the following manner. For disciples of the hand items, choosing the search for item by crafting method subcommand with the list selected will bring up the crafting log and the relevant recipes. Materials necessary to craft the collectibles Andon seeks may be purchased from Aints Os in Little Ran. For disciples of the land items, choosing the search for item by gathering method subcommand will bring up the gathering log and recipes in question. For knowledge on fish, choosing the display location subcommand will bring up the map of the relevant fishing hole. Furthermore, you may discover that using a metal spinner as a lure will expedite your fishing endeavors. The higher an item's collectability, the greater the reward you will earn from Andon upon successful delivery. To learn more about collectibles and how to increase collectability, speak with Andon and select Learn about custom deliveries. So we're going to do one of these, because then we're going to swap to another class. Tending sheep requires food, medicine, trimming shears, cleaning supplies. Oh, what's that you have there? For me? I cannot fully express how grateful I feel, hero. Oh, thank you, and thank you again. In making your first successful delivery, you have begun to earn Andon's trust. With each successful delivery, Andon will grow more and more satisfied with your efforts. Fill the gauge completely and Andon's satisfaction level will increase, giving you the opportunity to learn more about him. You can make up to 6 deliveries in a given week, deliver the items Andon needs, and deliver them often to win the trust and praise of your new leafy acquaintance. Alright, so that put me at 21, and I got 2.8. Yeah, that would definitely overflow. So we're just going to go to Alchemist. We'll do that. So it's basically the same thing that he says. Level up! You have brought me so many nice things, it's a shame I can't put any of them to use. I dare say I'm far closer to sheep nourishment than nourisher in my current state. But that regret in and of itself feels like a clue, and these items do seem profoundly familiar, somehow. Oh, that's it. I've remembered something. You were right, Eotir. I was a shepherd, and I lived here with my sheep and cared for them very, very much. Yes, that's right, Andon. Go on. Go on. Originally, we lived up on the mountainside across the lake, but when the flood came, we were forced to evacuate down here. Oh, my little flock didn't like the move one bit. They never got along with the local shepherds, though I'm sure they do now that their wardens are tasty leafmen. And there was one other thing they didn't take to, as I remember. Back before the flood, a gallant traveler once assisted me with some work. Perhaps it was due to his hulking stature, but my sheep couldn't see him but to batter him with their tiny hooves. I shouldn't laugh, but the sight was really quite charming. Oh, what's this? Have I returned to my true form? But I've hardly remembered anything. No, this doesn't feel right. I can say with relative certainty that I was never this gigantic. Tee-hee-hee. So anxious, Andon. No need to fret. This is only a glamour. Just a teeny tiny taste of what you might have... Oh. Of who you may have sort of been. Or not. Either way, I've kept that fluffy, leafy head of yours for luck. How precious you look. I thought you'd feel more comfortable with the appearance of a mortal, and the more limbs you have, the more I can make them flail. I won't be surprised if he's a Lalafell. I suppose it does make communication easier in a fashion, but what's this about making me flail? That's right, just like that. Oh, you were ever so droll. Oh, why must you delight in my discomfort? Thanks to you, I'm bound to be battered and mulched by my adorable charges. Which, well, I suppose there are worse ways to go. And it now considers you a probably proper person. And it is pleased with your efforts. He now considers you a probably proper person. Yay. And yet there's still much work to be done if he is to regain both his memories and true form. To that end, Andon has a new favor to ask of you. Now you're sounding more like yourself. You did so love mingling with your sheepies, after all, snuggling up in a sea of fluffy wool and happy bleating, although I doubt they'd let you snuggle looking like that. Snuggling, yes, I must have done, seeing as it was so cold outside. That's right. You wouldn't know it from this blossoming meadow, but these parts used to be far too cold for flowers. We are in the mountains, after all. I must have warded off the chill somehow, hero. Could you bring me something I might have used to that end? Anything you can manage? Sure. Satisfaction guaranteed, Andon 2. The custom deliveries list for Andon has been updated. To view the new list, speak with Andon and select Make a Delivery. I gotta move some stuff, because I'm running low on spice. Oh, that's all you gave me was one materia slot? Dang. Happiness juice is not that bad. Oh, I got 2 bag slots. Yay. And how much, oof, okay, so that's not too bad. So we're on Mountain Garb. Just need 3 of those. But I need to clear out some bag slots. Slots. Darn it. Enemy of innocence. I probably should have just broke these down. Ooh. Ooh, is that wolfram? Yes! And it's high quality wolfram too. Yars! Love it. I don't need that though. A regular wolfram ingot. And hippogriff leather. Yay! None of that stuff goes in there. See if I can't find some stuff to put away. Two slots, yay. None, boo. One more slot, yay. And then I can sell this for $5 grand to get another bag slot. Yay. So that gives me a total of 6 slots back. Yeah, hey. I like it. Okay, well, I can't do that now, can I? Oop, gotta use it. Oh! You love to see it. Oops. Accidentally wasted that. Better safe than sorry. Oh, I gotta use it. Oh, yes. Yummy. Alright, so we're gonna go back to Little Iran, and then we'll be able to continue on with the story. We're gonna go talk to Wuklamat back in Kozoomako, or whatever it was called. Hefty! Kozoomauka, there we go. It still gets chilly at nighttime, but these mountains were once frigid. What do you think I used to stave off the cold? Mountainous climbs are nothing to sneeze at. Rather, they would be without warm clothing or blankets or some such thing. For me, can I fully express how grateful I feel, Hero? Oh, thank you, and thank you again. How grateful I feel, Hero. Blech. He said the same thing, okay. So I don't have to worry about the second part anymore. Almost another level. So close. Thank you for bringing me so many nice things, Hero. It's always so good to chat with another person. These pixies certainly make their own fun, but their games can get rather exhausting at times. Yeah, it happens. You have delivered the weekly maximum of 6 items to Andon. You may begin making deliveries again starting Tuesday, 4 a.m. or at time. Yay. Alright, so I'm super close to culinary and being 100. Be my first hundo on this character. Alright, time to get on with the story. We have the feet of reeds to deal with. Oh yeah, I forgot I can't fly here. I tried taking off and it didn't work. Blast it. Yes, this is the float I remember. Does it not appear somewhat damaged to you? We should take a closer look. Inspect the festival float. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out. Target a section and examine it in more detail with R2/X. Yay. I can already see it's missing an eye. Oh, sun chips are calling me. Oh dear, one of the bird's eyes seems to be missing a gemstone. Oh, that's definitely broken. How will they lift this great big vessel without all the carrying poles intact? These tail feathers have seen better days. I swear the colors were a lot brighter the last time I saw them. That was quick. Well, I think we can all agree this bird boat is in dire need of repairs. Now, how do we go about fixing it? What is going on here? We are admiring your festival float. 'Tis a shame it's in such a poor state, due to the recent storm, I gather? Yes, we had to leave it exposed while we ushered our people to safety. With the float in this condition, there can be no lifting of wings, no ihihana. Ihihana! That's what the festival was called. I want to help you hold it. Have you not seen our village? Homes are ruined. We're struggling to make repairs, and you want us to hold a harvest festival? I know how it sounds, but giving in to misery never improved anyone's situation. A celebration of life and growth may help give you the strength to work through this tragedy. The role of festival leader is mine this year, and there's nothing I would like more than to lift everyone's spirits. But we don't even have enough materials to repair the float. We need a bakiksa for the missing eye, a yupo wood for the poles, and feathers from the winds chosen to adorn the tail. Two of these I know. A bokiha is a type of precious stone used in arcane equipment, and iopo wood is essential for crafting ceremonial instruments. These chosen feathers, however. The winds chosen is the victor of a competition in which the contestants see who can blow a feather the furthest using wind magics, and that's something of a problem right now. We Hano are gifted at employing such airy sorceries, but expend a great deal of mana when doing so. We are soon exhausted by the effort, and having no reeds to eat will only make it harder. I think I understand. Your vibrant reeds grow quickly and vigorously, so much so that they stifle the development of nearby plants. They must be a potent source of the energies you naturally lack. They are indeed. Owing to the poor harvest this year, we've been left enervated. And if we cannot gather the correct materials as dictated by custom, we cannot repair the festival float. Oddly enough, we may have just stumbled upon our solution. The winds chosen would, by necessity, have a natural gift for manipulating magical energies, which means any feathers taken from the victor should be high in ethereal conductivity. The float's construction also requires a stone used in arcane equipment, as well as timber favored for ceremonial tools. The demand for such specific materials must have an underlying reason. The float might also function as an arcane device. I'd wager the float is actually a secret weapon for smiting the Hanu's foes. Pray continue, Alphino. I want to pick the second one so much. Precisely what I was thinking. This boat of reeds is in fact an arcane focus of some kind. A focus for what? Oh, Ihihana is a harvest festival, isn't it? That must mean the float was made to encourage healthy crops. So if we repair the boat and hold the festival, its arcane powers might fix what's wrong with the reeds. We won't know until we try, but 'tis a sound theory. Celebration, prayer, ritual ceremonies, these all have been known to elicit miraculous effects. Wait. The float, a tool for magic? This is the first I'm hearing of it. In the beginning, it may well not have been. After a good harvest year, there would be no reason to change it. But when the harvest was poor, new adornments were likely added, and those who performed the labor may have imbued their work with the ardent hopes for a brighter future. Through years of trial and error, the Hanu would have refined their festival float into a focus for harvest prayers. Incredible. I know you're practically fainting from hunger, but reviving Ihihana really does sound like the solution to all your woes, and I promise we'll do everything in our power to help you. I'm still not convinced about this focus business, but I accept your aid nonetheless. I will introduce you to the shipwright who's been maintaining the float these last few years. He's replaced both the eyes and the poles before, so he should know where and how to procure what we need. Then allow LSA and I to acquire the feathers. We will encourage the people of Okanu to gather and vie for the title Winds Chosen by sharing with them our own reserves of mana. I'll go with you. I carry some alchemical brews that may afford the same effect. Thank you, Arnville. We'll do the heavy work. The three of us will visit the shipwright then. Not without me. I've worked hard to fix the float as best I can, and the responsibility is mine after all. I've not introduced myself, have I? My name is Linu Hano. Nice to meet you, Linu Hano. And certainly, let's all go together. Who are we talking to? Crow. Thanks to Wokalamat, we found ourselves a promising way forward. Experience and knowledge are valuable assets, but there is something to be said for following one's instincts. Yay, another coffer that I don't need. A well-mannered shipwright. The shipwright's name is Wulkevu. He's a Zebral who only moved to Kozamauka a few years ago, but he's since mastered our customs to an almost frightening degree. He's especially strict when it comes to manners, so make sure to offer him a proper Hanu greeting. We wouldn't want to offend him right before asking a favor. A proper Hanu greeting? Oh, that one. Don't worry, I remember how it goes. Then we shouldn't have any problems. Let's head to Oakbeck Bay, to the east of here. Actually, I want to run around on my... No, not you. No! I want Construct 14. I want to tromp on. I gotta do work stuff when I get off. Lovely. This is Okbek Bay, the village of all. Those who drifted to Kozamaoka from Tuli-Yulal and elsewhere are welcome to live here alongside the Hanu. As for Wokevu, he lives and works in the House of Waters High, at the top of that large tree nearby. Follow me, but I should warn you, the climb up the stairs can be challenging. It really wants me to ride Ark. Okay.
What do you want with me?
Commit to...
The greeting.
Yeah, there we go. Commit.
Ohokali!
Oh, Kali! Good. You brought your manners with you. When in Ukanu, do as the Hanu do. For a country as diverse as ours, the preservation of harmony demands that we respect the cultures of all peoples who call it home.
Topical.
Well, that explains your familiarity with Hanu customs. And you speak truth, of course. To live together means to learn about each other.
Topical.
Ah, I appreciate an open mind.
Me too.
In fact, I get the sense we've met before. You're Wu Clement. Oh, what an unexpected honor for old Wokevu. Here I am prattling on about manners, and I've gone and insulted the third promise herself. There is no excuse for this betrayal of etiquette. Please, take up your axe and claim my impudent head.
Will not. Keep your head. I hate formalities anyway, so forget about it, alright?
All right then, consider it forgotten.
I forgot about Wokevu.
How prompt.
We're actually here about the Ihihana float. It's in bad shape, and we need you to craft new carrying poles and a new eye. I'm told you work with Uyuipo wood and a certain kind of stone? Abokisha?
Abokisha and Uyupo. Okay.
That I knew.
Uyuipo.
But while I would like nothing more than to offer my services, I just used the last I had of both those materials.
I'm horrible at pronunciations.
My lumber in particular went to fixing homes damaged by the recent storm. I'll need 10 days or so to restock.
Oof.
We can't wait that long. If you tell me where to go, I'll gather them myself.
What? Send the third promise out on an errand like some common lackey? That's utterly unconscionable. A gross violation of social protocol.
I told you not to worry about such things.
Okay.
All right then. I shan't worry a whit. What's with your Hanu friend there?
I am festival leader this season, and have come along to oversee the float's repair. As strange as it may sound, Wuklamat and her friends believe the float is an arcane focus, meant to encourage the growth of our struggling reeds.
Too many Hanu have forgotten, it seems. But that is indeed the true purpose of the lifting of wings. Your education is impressive, Third Promise.
Well, maybe a little.
Allow me to show you where to procure Uyuipo.
Yes, please.
We can leave the Abukisha to your friends, I presume?
Oh.
Take yourself to Cave Kikitola or thereabouts, and you should find the stones you need.
I've been there once or twice. I can guide you.
Thank you.
That should save us some time.
All right, then. Let's get moving.
Uh-oh. Cheater.
Chosen one of your rivals is making progress.
Ihiana, you say? Should our first choice fail to deliver, it might be wise to let this play out. The third-rate promise is making herself useful after all.
Coming close to a dungeon. Cave Kikitola, southwest of Volcano. We can return to the village first and head there on foot. Oh, looks like we're riding in style, boys and girls. Wee, spinneroonie. Oops. I meant to do a spinneroonie. I didn't mean to actually just jump out of the way. Oh yeah, I was working on Kirtana for Paladin, because that's such a shame, but one of my favorite weapon skins just happens to be the Paladin one. It's a shame I don't play Paladin that much anymore. Although I might get back into it a little bit, because they kind of fixed him up a little bit, Paladin, to my liking. Southwest of here, was it? Let us be on our way. The only problem is his warrior is just so friggin' easy to play. A lefty and your white mage finery. Rhino beetles, huh? Discovered a new location, yay. Cave Kikitola as promised. Home to many deadly creatures. Venture inside if you feel confident, but I will conduct my own search out here. You can spot a raw abokiha by its green-hued glimmer. Bring anything matching that description to me. I shall help scour the inside of the cave then. You take the west half and I'll take the east. Glowflies. Interesting. These glowflies make me sad. I miss lightning bugs. Eye-catching glimmer. Upon closer inspection, you find that the glimmer you spied was just light reflecting off the water. Oh. Eat that crit. You find a chunk of stone glowing a distinct shade of green. This seems like the exact kind of mineral Linuhanu was looking for. Well, got it practically right away and I wasn't even trying to. It's usually the last one. I picked over the ground near the entrance but found nothing. Did you have better luck inside the cave? Yes, this is Abukikta. Along with Krau's contribution, we have more than enough for our needs. The stones you've brought shine very brightly. I thank you both. So what happens when we run out of that material? Does it just mean we won't be able to use the ritual anymore? Or we'd have to just shift it? He would have been happy to know we were putting things right. Truth be told, a good friend of mine was meant to be festival leader for this year's Ihihana. But when that big storm hit, he did not survive. It fell to me to carry on in his stead. That was why you agreed to Wukalamat's request, despite your initial reluctance. Yes, it hurt to hear, but she was right. Though I must mourn, I cannot let my grief consume me. Her words made me realize that the path to my recovery, our recovery, is already laid out before me, and I will walk it for myself and for my friend. It's a smart thing to do. It's a strong thing to do. Thank you for sharing your story with us. Please, rest assured that we've taken your plight to heart. I'm certain our companions are procuring the other materials as we speak. Everything will come together, and the Hanu shall host a splendid uplifting festival. That we shall. With that, let us return and deliver the Abokika into Wukevu's waiting hands. I know I'm butchering the pronunciation. Please bear with me. Excuse me. It's Rexy! So quick update for the channel. I will be picking up 7 Days to Die back up again. Yay! We'll have a new season. Season 2. Hopefully later today. Of course, I'm dating this, but for y'all it'll probably be in the future, but for me it'll be later today. I am hopefully going to have Steps Basic with me for the renewal. I'm thinking about doing a complete randomly generated map, not one of those like pre-rendered ones for the PlayStation 5 or even Ava's game. I just don't know yet. I kind of want a big map still because I want a lot of space, but at the same time I don't want to. I don't want it to be too cookie cuttery. I gotta stop right fast. It took my FC a full decade to hit a plot. Keep the faith. Suck on that. Oh, it's dodo time. Yeah. Wada 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 wada. Thanks to the third promise and her mighty swings, we've collected some suitable logs of Uyuipo. What of the Abokika? Yes, these are excellent samples, a goodly quantity too. At this stage, you've likely surmised that the lifting of wings encourages the crops to grow, but not exactly how, eh? Well, you're in for a treat. If all goes to plan, the results should be spectacular. Now, to get to work crafting these pieces for the float. I could use an assistant versed in the arcane arts to enhance the Uyuipo's conductivity. Basically, it's going to act as a focus, and it's going to fix the ley lines, and it's going to rush a bunch of aether into the land, basically. It's going to be gushing. Then I'd be delighted to help. Sorry, I'm talking with guildies. Everyone else should head back to Okanu. We'll join you at the float once the work here is complete. Ankles of steel. It's nostalgic, this mount, due to the fact that it reminds me of Final Fantasy Tactics, one of my most favorite games. But the funny thing is I never really used the Steel Giant, due to the fact that pretty much all of his abilities hurt him. And he was considered a monster, not an actual character, so you couldn't change his class and stuff like that. He's a limited character. I was kind of hoping that they would expand upon that in the remake, but I don't think that's going to happen. Gathering the Uyuipo was a trial in and of itself. At first, Wukevu criticized everything I did. Then he suddenly yelled, "I've spoken ill of the third promise and must punish myself," and proceeded to slam his head into an Uyuipo tree. I told him not to worry about it again, and it was like snuffing out a candle. He's an odd one, that's for sure. At least we've seen to the poles in the new eye. Now we just have to wait for the feathers from the twins. I'm not getting any of those. We're going to get the silver piece. The lifting of wings. We should get some rest before the excitement begins. Next time there's a talking piece, I'm going to have a little snack, so... I'm probably going to turn my mic off. Over there, by the float. Isn't that the third promise? Then the rumors are true. She's trying to complete the feat of reeds by reviving Ihihana. The festival is a prayer for healthy crops, but does she honestly believe that will be enough to save our harvest? The second promise, meanwhile, barely glanced at the fields before leaving Okanud altogether. Maybe we asked too much of our young claimants. Oh, I wouldn't be too quick to count Kona out. A friend of mine overheard him muttering by the reeds, something about what needs to be done. If that's so, perhaps we'll get to see another of his innovations firsthand. That sounds like our Kona. One look at the reeds was all he needed to think up of a solution. Be that as it may, our own solution is nearly ready. Indeed. As soon as the others get back, our long-awaited festival can begin. BRB. Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna prep. Get in my bag of sun chips. Harvest Cheddar edition. Ouch. Wow, I just walked into the wall. My bad. Ow. Hope I didn't bust my headset. Took some doing, but we managed to gather competitors to vie for the title of Wins Chosen. The winner was only too happy to donate his feathers. You should have seen it. He called forth an incredible gust to send his feathers sailing for Malms. We had to turn ourselves, but it's more difficult than it looks. Poor Arnvils twirled in the air for a moment before landing on his foot. I'm a gleaner. Magic is not part of our training. As for us, we brought the wood and gemstone replacements, crafted by Wukevu. All that's left is to attach them. Has it been decided who will ride the float? Papa was the guest of honor the last time I was here. I remember being surprised they could even lift the thing with his hulking weight on top of it. The rider must be a personage of great esteem, which is why an invitation is usually extended to the Dawn Servant. This time, however, I have another in mind. Oh, who is it? Our beloved Ihihana, the lifting of wings, is only being held because of you and your companions. Thus do I nominate you, Wuklamat, as our guest of honor. Huh? Me? This boat won't make me seasick, will it? I don't think so. Then weigh anchor. I can hardly refuse a request from one even more enthusiastic about the festival than me. I would be delighted to ride your float. Thank you, Wuklamat. I have roles for the rest of you as well. We'll be carrying the festival float in a slow procession towards Koza Nuaki, where the sacred likeness of, Kishihi is ensconced. Sorry. What I'd like you to do is clear the path of dangerous wildlife so that the procession can move along unimpeded. Consider it done. You expect me to sit still until Wukevu has finished with the float? Let me come along and help with the clearing. As you know, I'm not much for fighting. I'll stay behind and assist Wukevu with the repairs. If you aren't sure where you need to go, the path I spoke of begins at the south of the village and branches off to the east. That will lead you across the bridges to the Stride of the Sun. and we shall see to clearing it to end. Yep, I got this. I'm absolutely a beast when it comes to clearing animals and beasts. As Linohano said, Koza Nuaki should be down this way, then off to the east, when the path branches. Then something about bridges in the stride of the sun. Anyway, let's split up and get to work. Once you've culled all the threads you can find, we'll meet up in front of, Kishiahi. Ugh. Sorry for the pauses. I've been talking with my guildies. Eat them critties! Hello, Hefty. Oh, why'd I do that? Ooh, ocelots. Did you bring your revolver with you? Your Colt single action army? No? Okay. Are we gonna have voice acting? Nope. Ah, you were a step ahead of us. This must be the likeness of Kishiahi. Ugh. The Hano Hano deity of the harvest. Even their sacred images are woven with reeds. I was half expecting a flying whale. I want to say that. I'm gonna joke around. A whale? Why a whale of all things? Anyway, it said that Kishiahi here was worshipped on another continent. This ancient faith was then brought to Tyrell by the first Hanu Hanu. The Hanu migrated here from another continent. Then mayhap the two do share a common ancestor. This is all very fascinating, but shouldn't we be getting back to Linu Hanu? He'll want to know the path is safe for the procession. Right, and I need the right to ride on the float. I'll run ahead and tell him we're done here. Meanwhile, on Okano. Uh-oh. Trouble brewing. Yep.
Not sure we heard you right, old man. Why don't you say that again?
As many times as you'd like. The third promise tasked me with repairing this float, and I'll not relinquish it to an uncultured brute like you. Much less one that can't even manage a simple greeting.
We wanted to handle this in a civilized way, but we're more than willing to kill you.
We have a two-headed problem. Yes, please hurry. She's on her way back already?
Stand back, Wukevu! I will protect the float!
Are you trying to be brave, little bird?
I could never have repaired the float alone. Not properly. But thanks to Wuklamat and her friends, we can hold Ihihana again! This is a priceless treasure! And as festival leader, I would die to protect it!
Very well, if that's what you want.
everything into that blow.
Good. The better for you to understand the gulf between us.
But you need more lessons. We'll carve them into your mangy hide until you cry and beg forgiveness.
Nope, that ain't happening. Gotcha,
Your
bitch.
brilliant plan was to steal the float and take the credit. The so-called blessed siblings are nothing but cheats.
Oh,
Your scorn is sweet music. Come, weaklings. We'll crush you each in turn. Or all together, if you like.
you're not gonna be able to stand with all of us. You're borked, bro.
Calm yourself, chosen one. If you fight in earnest, this will end in a massacre. What's more, we have word that our other prospect is on the verge of success.
Then it would be foolish to expend effort sweating gnats.
Lucky for you. Eh?
Ugh, two heads. I see Mamuk still clings to that loathsome hope.
Talk to us, Third Promise. You're not dying, are you?
It'll take more than that to kill me. So, are we having this festival or not?
Yes! Yes, we are!
Alright. That was action-packed. Thank you for coming to our rescue. I tried to protect... Wow. I tried to protect the float, but against that two-head, I may as well have not been there at all. Nonsense. You stood your ground and bought us the time we needed to make it back. You're incredibly brave. Nope. Gotta put... Knowing the Hanu Hanu. With that exciting interlude over, you'll be pleased to know that my repairs are finished as well. Before we commence the festival, however, it would be a courtesy to inform the villagers that Ihihana will be held after all. Go forth, but do not forget your greetings. At this stage, I should hope the reminder is unnecessary. Ohokale! See, I remember. Knowing the Hanu Hanu. With the chat mode in Say, use your keyboard or the software keyboard to enter any phrase containing the word Ohokole to greet the Okano villagers. I would have been better off just staying. Now I gotta go around my elbow to get to my thumb. Oh, Kali. Oh, Kali. Thank you for letting me know. I would very much like to attend the festival, but the repairs should be finished as soon as possible. What to do? What to do? I was gonna hit sprint so I could keep the jog. Ahokale! The festival is about to begin? What do you expect me to say? Besides, of course I'll be there. Cleaning up the storm's aftermath may have been hard on us all, but the lifting of wings is tradition, and a joyous one at that. I won't sit here brooding my days away. Give me a moment to get ready. So much has been taken from us, why even try? Ahokale! What? The float is fixed. Our fallen friends would be glad to know that Ihiana will soon be underway. They would have wanted us to honor them with celebration, not let their loss deter us from it. I must go and enjoy the festival for those who no longer can. Sorry, give me a second. I got a little bit of a rant to say. Alright, my rant's done. The Hanu were pleased to hear their festival was going ahead, I imagine. That is well. Once your friends return, the lifting of wings can begin at last. We're so close.
So few have come.
Patience. Once Ihihana gets underway, no Hanu will be able to resist joining in.
Just so. Ukewu knows well the heart of the Hanu. Have faith, Third Promise, and climb aboard the float. It is time for the lifting of wings.
Right. Off we go.
Ihihana is a prayer for bountiful harvest. But this is not its only meaning. It is also an exchange of pledges between rider and bearers, a commitment to a long and fruitful friendship.
Listen well, friends! The personage we bear today is Wuklamat, the savior of our beloved festival! Let your shoulders burn, or your feathers fall out, but do not even think of dropping her! Ready and...
I could get used to this.
Will empty bellies stop you from joining in the fun? Come and help us carry the float!
Well, well, well. To see the day that Dawn's promise would ride our boat again. We've not had the honor since you were here, Gulul Jaja.
And everyone's having fun.
We've enough bearers now! Onwards to Kozaduaki!
Watch well, for you are about to bear witness to the true glory of Ihihana. The float draws upon our life force, concentrating and amplifying the energy. Kishaihi then receives that energy and expels it in a great burst, where it showers down upon the land to replenish its vital currents.
Kishai-hi, okay. And we fixed the harvest.
It worked.
Like a literal charm.
The float really was helping the reeds.
That was amazing! To think that such a thing was even possible!
Mounts, pets, what else did I get? Mounts, pets, emotes. Mounts, pets, emotes. What else was there that I did the Island Paradise for on my main? Housing items. Should I have left the float behind like that? I was so excited to see the reeds. Nothing to worry yourself over. My brethren have been swept up by festival fever. Last I saw, they were taking turns at the carrying poles on the way back to the village. Please, feel free to look over the fields and enjoy the sight of what you've accomplished. Yay, we did it.
Some of them still look a bit sickly.
I imagine even the harvest magic has its limits. If the Hanu continue their festival tradition year after year, though, the entire field should eventually recover.
Where does that leave us with the feet, then?
You've got nothing to fear on that account. Our situation could never have resolved itself. The revival of even a single reed would have served to demonstrate your commitment to the task. That you recognize the nature of the float and found a near-perfect solution in Ihihana proves your dedication. What's more, I don't think I've seen the festival produce such impressive results since I was a mere chirper. We have been lax in maintaining the float, diluting its magic and reducing Ihihana to hollow theater. But
Yeah, it happens.
today's events remind us of the power in tradition.
Connor!
The true power in tradition is also knowing when tradition being followed to the letter is still viable, and when tradition being followed to the letter becomes more of a hindrance than an actual gain.
I was delayed by an unpleasant encounter, but it seems I arrived at a good time.
Pour one out for the homies.
Oh, isn't that wonderful?
What? You just pour in some mystery liquid and problem solved?
Stagnant ether was to blame for the reed's poor condition. I assumed that was an alchemical concoction which enhances ethereal conductivity. It utilized the flowing water as an ethereal current, thereby promoting the transfer of life energies.
A method I could not have devised without the education I received at the studium and the cooperation of my Archon allies.
Archon allies?
Huh.
You see, Lamachi, this is why we need to embrace foreign knowledge and technology. Employed appropriately, they make light work of what would otherwise be arduous labor. There's no need to lug around heavy floats.
There is, in a way.
Well, you always were the clever one, brother.
Your approach was no less effective, Wuklamat. It achieved the same result.
They both have merit.
Indeed it did. And you enjoyed the festival, yes?
I did. It was so much fun. Having visited your village before, I thought I knew everything about it. As it turns out, I knew very little. About the reeds, about Ihihana. With all I've learned this time, I feel as though I've really come to know the Hanu. And I like you even more now than I did before.
The feeling is mutual. And it's not just you who had a lot to learn either. I'll never look at our float the same way again.
The two of you have exceeded expectations. Come forth and claim your stones.
So this is what they look like.
Go on, set it in the tablet.
Yeah, before you fucking lose it.
A perfect fit. That leaves 6 more.
And on to the next.
Not even a moment of celebration. That's cool.
The third promise? You must join us for Ihihana next season.
Count on
As
it.
Dawn Servant, of course.
Right. It's back to Tulihiola for now. Thank you for having us. I look forward to seeing you all again.
Before we do that, I need to get the other Aether current, or not Aether current, but Aetherite. There we go.
These are interesting times indeed.
Not topical. Uh-oh.
The concoction was brewed by Kona himself. It's a test vial, but it should contain the same reagents.
Good work. We'll use whatever we must to win. For win we must.
Cheating scoundrel. My journey has just started and already I've met so many wonderful people. Wukevu, for one. He's a bit eccentric, but everyone could stand to be as respectful of other cultures as he is. and Linuhanu. It warmed my heart to see him honor his departed friend through Ihana, and to help others do the same. I can't help but feel excited thinking of who else I might meet over the course of the contest. Come on, let's head back to XIV. I need to get the other. We're gonna get the other one, then we're gonna go back to XIV. I can't get the bottom one yet because you have to go up. Gotta swim. Can I get up? There we go. I had to do it. There's someone in my guild named Nemesis, and I had to go stars for a greeting. Yay. Go back to Tuliyola. Oh, right. Oh, yeah, I forgot. You don't mount in town. Oh, I wish they'd fix that. Or at least give you a permanent sprint function in town. Come on, Squeenix. You could do it in PvP, you could do it in these towns. Hello. There's a lookout area. And just like that, we found an Elector and won our first keystone. I knew I was right to trust your instincts. Come on, let's keep things moving and march onwards to Urkapacha. Chances are good we'll find an Elector there as well. Before we do anything, however, we should see what your opportunistic Pelu friend has to say. To Urkapacha. I've been waiting for what feels like days and eaten enough of Brukevu's tacos to feed an army. What is it you'd like to know? Our main concern was confirming the state of the road ahead. As I recall, to reach Urkapacha, we depart from the Arch of the Dawn and then take the road west to at the first fork. Should we be wary of anything along the way? That is indeed the way to Urkapacha. After the damage wrought by the recent downpour, however, you'll be doing more stumbling than walking. But do take heart. When it comes to rugged terrain, we have a most dependable solution available. Come with me. Oh, ha! Shit. Again, I forgot. We are going... Nope. That's probably closest one. Closest one. Yeah. I remember this part. This is fun. May I introduce you to our most dependable companion, the alpaca. These animals can traverse Urquepacha's steep mountain trails as if they were gentle fields, and all while carrying heavy loads. Our merchants would be lost without them. So they fill much the same niche as our chocobos back home. You don't have alpacas in Eorzea? Alpacas are native to Yoctoral. Eorzea has its chocobos, and the eastern lands have their horses. Why go to the trouble of breeding another pack beast in a place which ill suits its qualities and where it is not needed anyway? But must we ride these little monsters? I get the impression you aren't fond of alpacas. When I was small and being a bit naughty, I went around pulling on their wool. One of them spat on me, and it was the foulest stench you can imagine. I see. What are they like to ride? Alpacas bred as mounts are inquisitive and docile. Even those without experience find them easy to handle. We're really doing this then. So, was my information useful to you? Yes, very helpful. Even if it wasn't what I wanted to hear. Good, I'll take my payment now. You want me to pay you? Guess I should have expected as much from a Pelu merchant. Let me see what I have on me. The Pelu value the act of spreading joy through trade, as you should know. They take pride in making deals that benefit both parties. Here you go, a fair price for your fair advice. Yes, I made a trade with the third promise herself. My friends will never believe this. I shall be on my way now. I wish you safe travels. Off you go then, and thank you. I better not get spit on again. You brought that on yourself. Remain calm and gentle, and so will they. I'm still not happy about this, but if we need to ride alpacas to reach Urquepacha, then that's what we'll do. Ow.
Turali poets of yore sang of a mountain that would stand tall, even should all other lands sink beneath the sea. Indomitable and eternal, it arises from Urquepacha, the 100 peaks of time. Of all the beasts which crawl and fly, only the legendary Valigarmanda could hope to disturb the summit's serene majesty. Yet, with that flying calamity imprisoned by the Dawn Serpent, what great feat remains for those who would claim the throne?
Yoctoral Urquepacha.
So this is Urquepacha. I've never actually been here before.
The air is so crisp and clear.
Mountains everywhere you look.
That one massive peak in particular has quite the presence. It puts me in mind of Som-Al.
That is Workor Sormor, the tallest mountain in Yoctoral. Its sheer height makes it an imposing climb. But there are other reasons the ambitious keep their distance.
Oh? Do tell.
Where to begin?
Excuse me, but you're Wuklamat, are you not? I hadn't thought to encounter one of the Dawn's promise here of all places.
seems familiar.
But I should introduce myself. I am Bolnok, a weaver by trade.
Well met, Bolnok. We're on our way to Watranpello.
Oh, truly. I've just come from there, as it happens. I'd asked the Pelu who sell me their wool to give me a tour of their alpaca ranch. The head rancher and I shared a bottle of mezcal while he explained the finer points of wool production.
Mezcal? Is that a local beverage?
It's an Urgopacha specialty. A spirit made from distilled agave heart juice.
Yes, and it must have done wonders for my mood, for I tripled my usual order of alpaca wool. They did offer me a discount, though, so it wasn't a bad deal in the end. But listen to me, boring you with my tedious stories. I will leave you before you are lulled to sleep. Goodbye, and safe travels. Oh, silly me. I almost forgot to say the thing I actually wanted to say. Peace for Tural. I agree with your vision, Third Promise. You have my support in your bid for the throne.
Nice.
I gather from his tale we would be foolish to underestimate Pelu merchants.
Yes, they do more than run the markets in Tuliyola. Pelu peddlers can be found everywhere in Tural, traveling from place to place on their sturdy alpacas. They are effusive and engaging speakers, and many's the customer who's been talked into spending more than they bargained for.
They won't find this customer so easily charmed.
Watranpello's down the path! Off the main road! Don't get lost!
It's right there!
Next thing you know, she's heading left. It's Rexy time. Get the Aetherite, start the mission. And then I'm gonna go turn in the Illumin Assaults to Geralt. This is it. Watranpello, home of the Pelu. Well, Clamat should have arrived before us. And already she's penniless. That's not good. You come all this way for the right of succession. Oh, so this means I'm exchanging words with the future Dawn Servant. Please, the outcome is far from decided, but it is a possibility. How fortunate, then, that I deal in cloaks woven from especially luxurious alpaca wool. Such a garment would look magnificent when draped over the shoulders of our budding ruler. And a nation's ruler should dress her best for her adoring people, yes? Finery for our finest lady, that's right. Come, Third Promise, my well-stocked shelves are but a few steps away. Finest lady. Yeah, I like the sound of that. Alright, I suppose a quick look wouldn't hurt. What did we just talk about? Arnville, when did you... Shatona from far-off Zak'Tural. Northern winters are bitterly cold affairs, I'm told. I cannot imagine how you survived them without a lovely warm cloak of quality alpaca wool. No thank you. I'm not in need of new clothes at the moment, and neither is the Third Promise. Perhaps another time. Of course. My shop door is always open. You were saying something about not being easily charmed. I was just... As I mentioned previously, the Pelu people live for bringing happiness through trade. They won't cheat you or sell you defective goods. They will, however, disarm you with their deft turns of phrase, and unwitting customers like Wiklamat fall prey to this affable approach time and time again. Your only recourse is a clear and firm refusal. They won't pursue the matter should you make your disinterest plain. A valuable insight into the minds of the Pelu Pelu. Let us all take our Anvil's words of caution to heart. Right, Wiklamat? Traders of Happiness. Not my finest moment, I'll admit, but now that we're here, let's do what we came to do, find the Elector. Allow me to propose a strategy then. Kryl, Alisei, and I will speak with the merchants. Wiklamat, you and Arnville might try approaching travelers and passers-by. Hero, pray investigate any of the other establishments which catch your eye. Should we learn aught of use, let us relay it to the third promise. Sounds good to me. The only thing I have eyes for, though, right now is that aetheryte. Alright, so it's pretty much time for me to log, so I'm going to do exactly what I set out to do. Said I was going to do. First off, I need to go pally for this. Ah, almost crashed into a mountain. Oof. Just a dozen more kettles, then it's off to the tap. You again? What in the seven hells do you want this time? And of course, the adventurer comes back triumphant. Should have bloody known not even the Chimera would be able to put you out of me misery. Hand over those aluminum salts and I'll get right to work. There, the deed's done. I've squeezed out every ounce of me skill to restore your weapon, and I think you'll agree it looks the part. Yet there's something missing somehow, though I'm buggered if I know what. The piece just lacks a certain glow, as it were. We need to learn more about the relic. Literature surrounding the hero associated with it would be a fine place to begin, but I ain't exactly a scholarly, and haven't the slightest inkling where to get me hands on such stuff. As much as I hate to say this, Rowena's probably the one to talk to. Thing is, I'd sooner shove hot kettles up me arse sideways than know that thrice-damned Harridan another debt. You're gonna have to make yourself useful once again. Take yourself to Rowena and ask for her help, and return here once you've learned some of what might be of use. Fun. So I'm gonna sprinkle this in occasionally, just so I can get a little bit of, you know, stuff. I want to try and get some of it done, because I've got a lot of steps before I get to where I actually want to get in the weapon. You're looking a bit more run down than before. Your dealings with Geralt taking their toll. Actually, forget I even asked. My mouth tastes a bile if I so much as think of that sorry specimen. So is there something you need? Literature on the hero of old who once wielded your weapon. I reckon I could find what you need. Might take a bit of time is all. Of course, this ain't a charity I'm running here. I can get you what you want, but you'll have to do likewise for me. I'll track down literature on Gel Tristram the True. For your part, you're to bring me an Amdapor glyph. You'll find this inside Amdapor Keep, a ruined castle situated in the South Shroud. Clear on the deal? Then run along and fulfill your part of it. Do I have Amdapor Keep actually opened? I do. I haven't run it yet, I don't think. Oh well. Time to solo it. This shouldn't take me too long. Ooh, I kind of like the music here. I got 5 bag slots. Can't go that way, I gotta go this way. Ooh, I do really like the music here, actually. Ha actually, maybe not. I don't know. It gets a little too fast for my taste sometimes. I think you're the one that transforms. Watch this. Literally just gonna go running around bopping people on the head like that. Ooh, I got a demon brick. Got me a new pet. Lunatic priest. Nah, you can die. I don't need the treasure coffers. I only need the ones that drop on the side in the last boss. I don't need the ones from the, I don't need the mini-boss ones. So these guys are gonna pop up. God, I love just being able to one-shot stuff. I need this one because this will drop me an item. It did not. We're just gonna discard these, as much as I hate to do this. I need the bag slots. There it is. Damn Depori stone, that's what I was looking for. Ah, demon wall. Bye. Demon wall dead. Don't need that one either. What does the dark light sword look like? Looks like ass. Alright, was there an... Oh, I thought there was an item box over here. I wonder if the music broke. All of a sudden it's just got dead quiet. Bye. You have to go all the way around. That. Down for the count. Flashbang. And to poor keep. Alright, what's this cutscene? Onantaboga. Done. Aha. I'm just going to delete that. The Amdapori stone is going to be something that I'm really going to need. Because you need it for the demon wall sculpture and a Vodorga statue. Yay, Cortana. Clear on the deal, then run along and fulfill your part of it. Here you go. Ah, good lad. This is exactly what I was after. You've honored your part of the bargain, and so I'll do the same. Now you go back to Geralt. Lefty, you're gonna take me all the way to my relic. Yay. Of course, it won't be ready relic. That's just a dryad. I thought that was actually a rare spawn. The Song of Tristram. And the question is, oh, no, that's at the heart bar. Crafting method. Ah, shit, I needed 6 of them? Damn it. That sucks. Back to pester me so soon. Judging from that smirk on your face, I take it you found what you need. Aye, this text is about Gel Tristram, alright. But gods, would it have killed the bugger that wrote it to use normal bloody words? It'll take me bleeding moons to get through this lot. Time I could be spending on kettles. Yeah. Well, I try to make head or tail of it all. Why don't you take this here unfinished Cortana and try it out? As I mentioned before, it still misses Summit, but it's all there shape-wise, meaning it should serve you just as fine as an ordinary weapon. Seeing as you're a ripe old paladin, mayhap you'll be able to feel out exactly what it wants for. That's to say, get out there and fight some nasty foes, as Jal Tristram himself must have done back in the day. Zaharak, the Amalja stronghold over in southern Thanalan, ought to serve your needs. Aye, the same place you found the sword. Pit yourself against some Zaharak lancers, pugilists, and thaumaturgists. 8 of each, say, then come back and tell me what you gleaned. With the information in the text and your first-hand experience, I reckon we'll solve this puzzle yet. Now I have an unfinished Kirtana, which in itself actually looks kind of cool. I actually use that as a glam. Well, actually, we're going to go back to Gridania. Alrighty, everyone. Thank you all for watching. This has been part 172 of my live stream playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV. If you'd like to go ahead and give me a thumbs up and hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not a subscriber. Keep up the content. Don't forget to hit the bell if you want to be notified whenever I go live or release new content. Quick update. I am 9 subscribers away from my first hundo. Yes, I know. That's a very small potatoes threshold compared to like other YouTubers, but it's big for me because I haven't reached 100 yet. It'll be my first triple digit. Would love to see it. Want to see it grow. Comment down below, tell me what you think about the game and my gameplay. No spoilers, please. And I will see you in the next video. Catch you then. Later.